Yo, just wanted to make this video because this is another gacha game that I play. It's called Snowbreak Containment Zone. I'm sure you probably heard of it. It's another fun gacha game that you play on your phone. Great for your phone. It's got a ton of customization in it. It allows you to customize the UI like you can do in Wuthering Waves, but it's even better than Wuthering Waves. It lets you customize more stuff. One complaint I have in that game is that you can't move the dialogue option on mobile. It stays in the place it's in all the time. This game you can move it, so you can move the use icon somewhere. You can't separate the characters. The swapping, you can't separate that, but you also can't do that in Wuthering Waves. So, unless they add that in Wuthering Waves, this game's just better customization for mobile, just hands down better than Wuthering Waves for that. So, very mobile friendly for that. It's also, in terms of performance, way better performance wise than Wuthering Waves. I don't even think I have this game on the lowest graphics setting. I still get like 60 FPS. So optimization is really good. This game's not open world like Wuthering Waves. It's stage based like Action Time and In. If you want to learn about that game, that's also on my channel. I got a video about that. I'm probably going to be making content for that game. Not probably going to be making content for this game. I'm a giant noob when it comes to this game. But this game's still really cool and I want people to know about it. It's popular, so you probably heard of it, but if you haven't heard of it and you somehow gone on my channel and see this video, you should definitely check this game out and play it. So, this game, you know, it has fan service in it. It's not like Action Time and Action Time is like all fan service. This game's got fan service. They lean into fan service way more than Wuthering Waves. I don't even know if Wuthering Waves is trying to have fan service in their game, but this game definitely wants you to know it's got fan service. So, this character I got right here, Tess, she's a limited character. Yes, this is a gacha game like Wuthering Waves, Genshin Impact, unlike Action Time, and then the characters are tied to the gacha, and they have limited gacha characters. So, unfortunately, right now, you can't even get Tess. This character, and yeah, we actually got her for free when she came out. Maybe you still get her for free, I don't know. But yeah, if you can't get her, then you can't get her until they decide to rerun her. There's a character in this game, I think it's called Haru. She uses a sword. Her ultimate, you actually like use like a sword. It's really badass. She's got really sexy skin too. Not in the game, so I can't get her. So I just gotta wait until they decide to put her back in the game, and when they do, maybe I'll buy her with money, or not. But yeah, this character is in the game. Got her, got lucky, pulled her on the god. Well, actually, I guess I didn't get that lucky because I got her on the second pity. So, but nonetheless, I got her. I got the skin for her. This game's got skins. Yet, unfortunately, the skins, as far as I'm aware, you can't get them free to play it anyway. So if you want the skins in this game, you gotta buy them with real money. It is what it is. But at least they got them, and they're really high quality. Something that they do in this game that Action Time then doesn't do. And it makes sense because you have to pay the real money to get them, is that they actually change your particle effects. So this skin right here, normally her skills are like green and stuff, but if you use this skin, they become pink. This skin doesn't really change your particle effects, but I guess they didn't think they needed to because it didn't really make sense to change them. But if it makes sense to change them, like, you got this character Life right here. She's a frost character. If you use this skin, though, it changes her frost effects into, like, fire. So, sometimes it can even change the character fundamentally, visually how they look. So, that's really cool that they do that with their skins. This skin's cool, too, because it's got, like, an evolution. When I first saw this skin, I was like, well, what the fuck's the point of this skin? It's hiding all the goods. But no, actually, when you use her skills, like her ultimate and stuff like that, it will actually remove parts of the skin, and eventually it will look like your typical bunny girl skin. So that's really cool too. They got like skin evolutions on top of like the particle changes. So for like good looking characters, this game is really good for that. Another great thing too is even though the characters are tied to the gacha, they do the whole like you need, I think it's 5 copies in this game. Other games is like 6, sometimes it's 4, you know, it is what it is. You need multiple copies to make the character as good as possible, right? So it's like, oh, if you get this, then that does more, and you get that, and that does more, and it's like if you don't have all 5, you're like some loser or whatever. You know, typical gacha stuff. But what's nice about this game is that you don't have to be a loser if you get the character once and don't want to get multiple copies. You can actually get them for free, because what they've done in this game is rather than make the copy system just the whole character copy, it's a manifestation. And you need a certain amount of manifestations. As you see, I have 6 out of 9 here. And if I just got, you know, her again on the gacha, I would have, I'd be able to just completely get one of these, right? And it'd be 9 out of 9. So you could either get the character 5 more copies, or 4 more copies, or whatever of the character, and then max them out, or you can farm manifestations. Let me go to fight personnel file, so you can see 12 out of 12, 2 out of 2. Hit her, come here, hit the auto clear feature. That's another great thing about this game. You know, you can play the game when you want to play the game, but sometimes you're like, well, I gotta do my gacha dailies. I don't really want to play the game right now, but I need to do them for the day, so I can get my resources. You can just hit the auto clear, do battle start, boom, does it for me. Didn't even have to play the mission. Go here to her, do the same thing, hit the max button, hit battle start, auto clear, bam. Then, you know what, I can even probably upgrade one of them now. So let me go to test, yep, manifestation, hit stimulate, bam. Now it's at 7 out of 9. Once I get that out of 9 out of 9, I'll have that maxed out. So as a free-to-play, this is actually a pretty good game for free-to-play players, because you know, you just save up your gems, and you pull for the character you want, and you get them, and then you just, you know, play the game every day, and then you slowly build up that character. The weapons in this game are also tied to the gacha. So we can come to the gacha right now and go here. The weapons are tied to the gacha. I don't know if there's a 50-50 for weapons, or like a 75-25, or it's just guaranteed like Wuthering Waves. But a nice thing about the weapons, at least, is that you only need, at least for not the epics, but for the, you know, like legendaries, you only need 3 copies to max them out instead of 5. So that's nice. It's better than Genshin in that way. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. So if you're one of those people that's like, I don't like pulling weapon banners, yeah, I get it. But another great thing too about the game, and this is something they just did with this update, hopefully they keep doing this, other gacha games do this too, is you can see there's 2 banners for the limited characters. There's this one, which is like your typical standard banner. It's like, okay, you get your pity at 80. I guess the weapon pity 60, so that's kind of nice. Is that for all weapons? Yeah, so I guess it's another nice thing is the weapon pity is only 60, so it's less. But as you see, yeah, it's like 80 pity, 60 pity. But if you come here and you go here, it's like 80 pity, 100 pity. It's like, well, is that a ripoff? It's like, no, because what happens is you get the character guaranteed for 100 pity. Which is awesome, because it's like, well, you know, you could pull the 80 pity one and win the 50-50, and then you saved yourself 20 pulls. And it's like, but here's the thing about that. Here's the logic you got to understand. you could do that on any 10 pull, right? Like you could pull the character on a 10 pull and just do your first 10 pull and get the character, right? It's like, yeah, I guess the odds of that are way lower than the odds of winning the 50-50, but if you're like, fuck, I don't want to do the 50-50, just tell me how much the fucking character costs and then I'll pay that much and get the character, you know? Like you got home from like your 40-hour a week job, or maybe even like I've had a job before where I had to work like fucking 12 hours a day, or like 10 hours a day every day, and sometimes even 12 hours. So I was working like 60 hours a week and shit. This fucking not factory, this fucking warehouse, putting boxes in a fucking truck all day and shit. And it's like, you want to get home, you want to spend your paycheck, you want to actually get the character, and it's like, instead you got to go to the fucking gambling casino and hope you get what you want. It's like, fuck, I just want the character. It's like, I don't care if I got to pay like 20-30 bucks more for something that just guarantees I get it. So yeah, this is awesome that they got this. I don't know if you can do this more than once. It might be a one-time thing. You might be able to do it once for the weapon and the character, and then afterwards you have to go back to this gacha. But hey, if this is, you can even do it once, like with the manifestation thing, it's not even that big of a deal for the character. It's just a big deal for the weapon. So really, it's overall, it's pretty, it's just, I think it's a great thing that they're doing this. So you got that in the gacha. Hopefully they keep doing that. You got this friend system. You know, they have this in Action Time, and I think they got a friend system in Wuthering Waves. I'll add this person. But you know, I don't think they have like a benefit to having friends in Wuthering Waves, like they do in Genshin, like they do in this game and Action Time, where you can see I can hit the claim all button. If I do that, then all my friends, I like basically use them as like sacrificial, like sacrifices or whatever, and they give me a bunch of resources. So I do that. You know, and then this is a battle pass. You know, pretty much every game nowadays has a battle pass. Even Wild Rift has a battle pass. What they do with their battle pass is they always attach a skin on the battle pass. I've never bought a battle pass without owning the character. This skin came from the last battle pass, so I don't know if buying the battle pass gives you the character. I don't think it does. So that is something that's kind of annoying about this game, is that they sell skins for characters that aren't even in the gacha. So it's like, well, wait, what? I can buy the skin, but I can't play the character. What the hell is that about? So I don't know, maybe if you buy the skin, you get the character. If you don't, that's pretty stupid, so maybe they'll fix that in the future. They usually run the character alongside the skin, but this skin was available for like, or at least the battle pass was available for like 20 days before the character was reran, so I'm not exactly sure what they're thinking when they do this, because it's pretty anti-new player. But yeah, and if you get the character by buying the skin, then this is like even more worth it, because then you get a free like 5-star. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't work like that. So, but if you got the character and you like the skin, it's definitely worth it. The battle pass is good. It's got a lot. I think you get like 10 AP or stamina or whatever, like pots from the battle pass if you get the advanced one, and if you don't, you get like maybe 3 or something. So yeah, like if you buy the battle pass, it's definitely worth it for the rewards you get. If you don't like the skin, it's probably not worth it, but if you like the skin, then yeah, it's definitely worth it. They let you trial all their skins, so I could come in here and it's like, oh, well, maybe I don't like how it looks in game, so you can try it on in the game, run around, you know, oh yeah, this character's got a nice ass, you know, it's kind of small, but it's still nice. This is a cool skin. It's got an SMG characters are fun, you can do that, you can, like, kill enemies. Where you're like, hey, I'm done with this or whatever. Oh, I guess you have to kill some of them. You know, you gotta kill 4 before you can leave. Alright, let me just kill 4. Kill this last one. You can aim down sights too. It's better for like sniper characters, but you can still use it. You leave. And of course, you get some kind of reward when you do it. But there's no like cringe thing where it's like, oh, but if you get the reward, then you can't try them out again. So it's like you have to like not get the reward so that you can always be able to try them. Luckily, they don't do that. It's like you can do as many times as you want. So that's nice. We come quartermaster. You can see that there's this skin again. You can go and try them if you want. So you can like be like, oh, I want to see what the skin looks like in game. You can do that. It's got like dailies and crap that you got to do every day. It's got a subscription $5 pass that I bought. So I'm getting stuff from that. So I'm a light spender in this game. I've probably spent maybe like $50 on this game, and pretty much I've just gotten that pass. I've gotten the battle pass once for the skin. I got this pack skin for this character. Another great thing about that skin is that like come to her, equip it. You can see right here, if we click the heart thing, come over here. And now we have this like interactable scene with her. You can like move her hand around, move the clipboard. Yeah, like we can get her to give me some strawberries. Got a strawberry from her. You can switch it to the best one, do this one, move her around, switch it. You can, I think you can take her shoe off. Oh, that's new. They did say they're adding new things that you can do to her, so like even more value that way. Yeah, I think this is, you can take her shoe off. So yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff with that. I don't really use it personally that much, but I just got it because I felt like I had to get it. It was $5 more. I could have just gotten the skin, but I was like, nah, I want to get that too because I might as well get it. So I got it, so I have it. But this character really likes skirts, so this one's the one I pretty much have to play. So then there's a base feature in this game. This base feature is pretty cool. I wish they had this in AT. That'd be cool. You can play as a male character technically in the game, but all the actual gameplay, the combat and stuff, you're playing as women. This game has no male characters. If you want male characters, Wuthering Waves is a great game for that, especially if you like male characters, not just like 16-year-old boys and shit, which is like what you get in most gacha games nowadays. You want like actual men in your game, then yeah, Wuthering Waves has that. But this game in Action Time, then it's all women. And AT plays a male character in that game technically, but there's no model or anything, so you might as well just pretend that you're one of the girls. But in this game, yeah, you actually get a male character model that you can go to the base and run around in. They definitely push the sort of like dating sim kind of vibe in this game a lot. So like I can't go to her room. Can I go to her room? Can't go to her room. Go to hers. Cool, I can go to hers. This is Tessa's room. You see Tessa's right there. She's having tea and stuff. I don't have the interactable scene for her, but there are interactable scenes that you can do where, I think I have the one for Enya, where if I interact with it, my character will be like baking cookies with her. So if I get the interactable scene for Tess, it's probably my character like sipping tea and stuff. So you can also like talk to her and be like, switch action, do something else, bitch. It's like, oh, now she's there. It's like, oh, cool, I can look at that if I want. It's like, oh, well, I want you to do more, bitch. Go over here. It's like, oh, she's sipping tea again. It's like, do something else. And you just gotta keep doing it until I can get her to do the one I want. It's like, oh, she's still not doing it? Okay, Ho, you're supposed to be doing what I want you to do. I'm the fucking mastermind of this game. She might not do it. There we go. Now she's doing her magic show for me. Now she's obeying her master. Whatever fantasy that you want in this game, you can get that in this game. So yeah, you got that. You can leave. There's like these dumb like block things. Yeah, here's one. Pick up. Bam. There's like a puzzle thing. We go down here. Also, there's like a display thing. You can come over here and display, like, I got this right here. It's like, oh, cool, I got that. And, you know, it's like you can show off your achievements in this game. Come over to, so you see this person's got some stuff over their head that means, oh, they got some, like, a story thing. I don't care about story, so I'm going to skip it. But if you care about story, they got that. Here's the story. You unlock different story things every 10 levels, I think. Yeah, every 10 levels. And you get, you know, some free to play, you get some currency that you can go spend and get polls and stuff like that by unlocking their stories. So it's important. And then look, here's this like cube mini game or whatever. You like do it, you know, those like little things that I collected are the things that you use for this, and you don't have to necessarily do it efficiently. So I'll just do like a shit attempt or whatever just to show it off, and then show that what you'll kind of get from it. You know, I could put this one here, bam, and it's like, oh, I could probably do it better, but yeah, I'll just do that, bam. Well, I get 86 of those. It's pretty good. So, you know, if you really want to get the most out of it, you learn how to do it correctly or whatever. Come here, and then you can buy gifts and stuff with that currency. So GG's finest. Let's see. Oh, I could actually buy a new GG's finest. Can I get the one for Tess? No, it's too expensive. So this one for Tess. I'm going to have to save up more because I like Tess, so I'm going to get the Tess one. These ones are discounted. I could get this one, I could get this one or whatever, but I'm going to save up for the Tess one, so I'm not going to do that. You also change your outfit. You only get this from the subscription pass currency, so you have to spend money on the game if you want to have your character not wear a hood. So, I mean, I don't know, I guess you could do that, but it's not really that big of a deal. Because you're not going to be here that often anyways. Or at least I'm not, because I care about gameplay more than I care about, like, some dating sim. But, you know, it's in the game if you like it. You know, when, you know, maybe you need some downtime, you just go there. This game, of course, has a stamina system, like pretty much any gacha game. I kind of showed that with the auto clear function, which is nice that they got that. But, of course, you can still just play the game. It's got a main story. I think it costs stamina to do the main story. You get so much stamina and ways to get stamina back and stuff from the main story that you could just run the whole main story, I think, no problem. Yeah, it costs stamina. So, like, early on, you know, but at some point you might hit a wall and you might not be able to, like, do it every chapter. You might have to wait, like, a day to, like, complete the whole thing. As far as I can tell, you pretty much get enough free-to-play currency in the game as a new player just to get at least one character, even with hard pity, from the gacha that's limited, so that's nice. I started playing this game, like, shortly after it came out, then was not really into it, and then kind of put it down, and then recently just came back and started playing it again. So I might have had some, like, you know, like, pre-registration gems or something, so... But yeah, like, I more or less started the game from scratch. So maybe I had a little bit more than, like, what a normal new player would have. But, you know, pretty close. So I was able to get this character with hard pity. For her weapon, I don't have her 5-star weapon. I have this epic weapon. Another great thing about this game is there's an event going on. And go that. Events will come out and they'll always have a shop. Let me see if I can find the shop. This is the only one. Yeah, so here's the shop. And every event they have a shop. They sell these supporter kind of things, which is like another form of gear, so you can get some good gear supporters from the event. But then they also have a limited epic version of that character's like 5-star weapon in the for the like new limited character. So like the new limited character has a shotgun, so here's the shotgun epic. And epics take 5 copies to max out, but you can get as many copies as you want from this event. There's a limit of one on this one, but if we come here, this one's unlimited. So you can get the first one for half price, and then the other 4 for 300, right? So my Tess, her sniper, is that weapon from the last event. So as a free to play, you can get the character, and then you can get them maxed out if you just play the game long enough, and you can get like their second best weapon in the game from the event. So that's, it's pretty new player friendly overall, I'd say. So it's good with that. It's got the skins, it's got the fan service, but it's not like AT where it's fan service everywhere. It's just fan service on the characters, and if you don't want to play the game with fan service, there's definitely characters that you can play that aren't really fan servicey that can just be like, I don't want to play with fan service. You can still get that out of this game. I'd say if you don't like fan service, that game is going to be really hard to enjoy. This game doesn't have that problem, but if you like fan service, then you can still get plenty of fan service from the game. The game has a lot of different game modes too, which is nice. There's a lot of content to keep adding to this game too, so it's not like it's just in maintenance mode or anything. They're actually like always trying new stuff. The last event was like their attempt at like a mini open world with basically Pokemon. So that was really cool. The new event now, I think they're pushing like a co-op wave survival mode. This game does have co-op, and from what I've played, the co-op's pretty decent, so it's not like a shit co-op either. This game also has like a roguelike, and this doesn't cost stamina, so you can do this whenever you want just for fun. So this is like the multiplayer. Then we can come here to dispatch. I got Underground Purge. This is again like another kind of game mode. I think it's just kind of like sort of just like a tower essentially. Then you got this, which is a boss mode where you just fight bosses. Unfortunately, there's like a rebuild time, so they're not always available. That's kind of annoying, but other than that, it's really cool. This is again another like a story thing or whatever, so that's cool. I showed that off already. And then this is just like your typical like farm these for this resource. I need more money, I go Pot of Plenty. I need more character XP, I go to Black Market. I need more logistics stuff, I go Raining Fire. So that's basically what these are for. So it's like, oh, I don't have enough money in this game. Bam, I'm going to just go here, auto clear a couple times. Bam, I got some more money. That's simple. I need to upgrade my weapon more or something. I think for weapon upgrade mats, it's Reforging Flames. Go here. I'm always going to need that stuff. So I might as well just max. Bam. Get that done for the day. Bam, I'm done playing the game if I need to be done playing the game. Operation, main story again. I'm not a story person, so I don't know if this game's story is good or bad or whatever. I don't give a shit either way. You can complete the whole story on normal. Then there's the hard version. From what I can tell, the normal version is piss baby easy, like you would expect, but then the hard version actually does seem like eventually you do have to kind of try a little bit in this game, so that's nice, but the actual like hard content in this game, like the dispatch, neural simulation, once you get to like I think difficulty 3, the bosses actually start trying, and then difficulty 4 is tough, and I've even gotten to difficulty 5, so this game has definitely got challenge to it as well. It's not just some phone game that you spend money on and then just crush people that don't spend money on the game like Diablo Immortal. This game actually has got complexity to its combat. It's a 3-character fighting kind of game like it is in Weathering Waves. Let me go do Paradoxal Labyrinth. That way I can show you Paradoxal Labyrinth, how it works. And I also show you the gameplay of the game. So, do this. You can pick what your team wants. Do you want to do more damage with attacks? Do you want to do more skill damage? Or do you want to just have like crazy rate of fire? So I'm going to do attack. Put, the characters don't matter because it's the easy mode. So, just going to do this quick run. I put it on easy just so that I can get through it really quick. So I can show you. Don't have to try. You can see on my character, this skin, again, is amazing for obvious reasons. You can switch this character, again, amazing skin for obvious reasons. This is a pistol character. Great thing about this game, too, is it's all about guns. I like guns. I like hot anime waifus, so a game with hot anime waifus using guns, that's like a no-brainer game for me. Weathering Waves, you got characters with guns, but all they got is pistols. Action Time, and then they got characters with guns, but again, it's like a rocket launcher character, 2 characters with pistols, and a character who you don't even play, who's got like a machine gun or something. Emily. And it's like, okay, but I want to play a character with a shotgun. I want to play a character with a machine gun. I want to play a character with a sniper. I want to play a character, This is the game to play then for that. You want to play with guns and hot anime waifus, just try out Snowbreak. It's no-brainer. So I'm going to start the stage. Again, it's 3 characters. I don't really use this character. I just kind of have her here for now. There's no lock-on system, but you don't really need one because there's aim assist. You can aim down sights, which I think gets rid of aim assist. So if you don't like aim assist, but you kind of want it on, but you don't want to use it all the time, and use aim down sights, I think you have better accuracy anyways. But I don't really use it that much unless I'm playing a sniper character. So it's not really something I use, but I'm a mobile player, so I don't really have the flexibility of like tactile movement that someone would have on like a controller, because I only have basically one thumb that has to do everything. Whereas, on a controller you can kind of do more with your hands. So another tip too with this mode is you get the buff from here, but you can also just go to the door and it will still give you the buff prompt. So like I can be like, oh, if I shoot after reloading, I don't have to consume ammo for 1.5 seconds. Or it'd be like, when you use a skill, get a shield for stuff. So I like the shooting one, so I'll get that. But maybe you're like, oh, I'm getting hit one, and I don't have enough defense to get through the stage. I can pick that one. You got your character skills. Something cool. I don't think Genshin does this, or Weathering Waves, which is you can actually have your characters use their skill without switching to the other characters. So every character in the game has, this skill's their normal skill, their ultimate, is like a little bit above, like right here. But then what's also cool, see now I'm on this character, is I can hit this button and then I get a buff for this character. So every character in the game, they have their skill, their ultimate, and then they have their, it's not outro skill, but they're like outside of combat skill that they can use. So Tessa's outside of combat skill is a buff that she gives to the character you're playing that makes them do more damage. This Exuvia, Enya, or whatever her name is, her buff is she actually puts down this thing on the ground and it buffs your skill damage of other characters. So if I use this skill, it does more damage now because this buff's on the ground, and I can swap to her, then use her skill, and it will still benefit from the buff. This character, she slams this on the ground, does some fire damage. So it's you definitely got some complexity in the combat. You got that character switching. The one thing about this game, unlike Wuthering Waves, is you can't do any kind of swap canceling. And if you actually use this ability and then the boss hit you while you're using it, Tess, like I've had it where Tess actually is like nearly dead, and I use that on Enya, and then Tess dies because the boss hit Tess. So the boss can actually hit that character when they're doing their out of combat skill. So that is something that's kind of annoying about this game, but it's not really, like a bug or anything. It's just how the game works. So I guess if you're playing a lot of Wuthering Waves and doing a lot of swap canceling, and then you play this game, it's gonna like kind of wig you out because like, oh wait, I get hit when I do that. It's like, yeah, you do. So this is the gameplay of the game. It's it's fun. It's fluid. It's probably one of the best mobile games I've ever played on a phone. Like on my phone, PC. I don't know. This might be like a mediocre average game, but for mobile, this is a really good game for mobile. It's a great game for mobile. The devs, they seem like they care about their player base too. It seems like they realize people are like, look, we just want hot women with guns, and you know, you can, and they're like, okay, cool, we'll lean into the fan service now. We'll lean into that because before, when the game first came out, they were like, well, we kind of have some of it, but we're not really pushing that. And we would kind of want to be known more as like the gacha game that's like family friendly and stuff. And it's like, well, okay, your game's about like post-apocalyptic, so that's already not family friendly. And it's about like anime waifus with guns, so that's already not family friendly. So you're trying to make the family friendly version of that. It's like, I don't think that's gonna work out, and it didn't. And they almost went into service, and then they went, okay, here's a bunch of bikini skins and stuff for the game because we're not making enough money. And then what ended up happening was the game ended up becoming a big success all of a sudden. It's like, oh, who the fuck would have guessed if you actually cater to the players that play your game, and instead of cater to the people who don't play your game that will never play your game, and maybe like 2 of them play your game for 5 minutes. If you cater to those people, yeah, your game's gonna fucking fail. You cater to the people that actually want to play your game's gonna succeed. So it's pretty fucking simple. So I don't know. This boss is annoying. I haven't fought him. I've only fought him like once or twice. Usually the boss is a joke and he'd be dead by now. So this is some like weird boss. So probably, I think I might just quit this because this boss is cringe and I don't want to make the video like 3 hours just to kill a stupid boss. So yeah, I'm just gonna end the gameplay here. Leave, but as you can see, that's kind of like the game mode. Obviously, I play it on easy. You play it on hard, you're going to get way more content. It's actually going to be challenging and stuff. I just wanted to kind of showcase it. Is there anything else about this game? You've got some new player events too. You can take advantage of. Let's see if I can still show any of them. I don't know if I can anymore. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, it's got another thing too is that there's there's like five-star base characters in the game. This one, and then like 2 other ones. And I think you can pick one of those 5 after you're like halfway through like the story or something. From what I understand, this is the best one to get. And to be honest, she's actually seems like the best one for fan service as well. So if you're new to the game and you need to figure out who to get, I think this is the best character you should be getting. I picked this one, and then I just got lucky and got her in the gacha. I really like this character, Life. She's really fun. But apparently she's not that great in the game from what I've heard. So it's like, if you want to go for like the safe choice, you probably want to go Fenny. And then she's also got really good costumes too. She's got this costume. I'd love to get this costume. This costume ain't too bad. And then I've seen everyone use this costume. I've like ran like 3 people in co-op using this one. Obviously this one's good too. And like I said, it changes your particle effect. So normally she's like all yellow and stuff, but when I play with people with this skin, it's like all pink and shit. So it's another cool thing. I think that's basically it. Oh, one other thing too, it's kind of annoying, is these AP pots. So you can see it says 5 days. They don't let you hoard AP pots in this game, or stamina pots or whatever. There's a duration, so if you don't use it within that duration, they just expire. So that's, I guess, one mechanic they've figured out, is they're like, oh, we don't want free-to-plays hoarding a bunch of pots. You see these 3 here, I think were from the Battle Pass, so that's why they never expire. But yeah, if it's like you're free to play, it's like, oh, we don't want you hoarding up a bunch of stuff, and then when the event comes out, you just, don't have to pay any money. But then that way, it lets them also balance the events so that you don't have to be as a free to play, you don't have to do that. So, it makes the game in a way better for people who are not like super sweaty free to plays. So that they can just be like, oh, the vent's out, I can play the game and do my like base, you know, stamina, and use that instead of having to hoard like 100 of those pots and then make sure you have them for every event. That's kind of nuts. So, it depends on how you want to look at it. It's kind of annoying for me. Hopefully they get consumed when you don't use them, and it's not like they're useless at all. That'd be nice, but yeah, I don't exactly know the exact details on it. But yeah, so that's pretty much the video. If you want some like in-depth breakdown of how to play this game and what to do and all that stuff, I'm definitely not the guy to come to. I'm a complete noob when it comes to this game. But, this is a really good mobile game. Most of the time when I see people make videos on this game, it's like what it's like on PC, and it's like on PC, you got so many different games you can play. I can understand why someone looks at this game, they're like, why would I play this game? This game looks like trash on PC. But on mobile, this is a really good game. This is really good. Probably on my top 10 mobile games I've ever played. So, yeah, as a mobile game, you should definitely check this out. It's up there. So, yep, this is the video. I hope you like it, and you have a good day. Bye.